Look, so you want $1 million of funding? Pay attention, dude. Stop complicating the process, okay? We need our personal credit to be in order at least so we can go ahead and start getting our first round of funding. Now, you need to have at least a 680 credit score if you're making at least $4K a month, and also have at least 5 years of age. If you don't got age, you can add a trade line right before you go for funding. But when you go for hard lending funding, which means you gotta come from a bank, take the trade line off, okay? Banks don't like that. Anyways, the first round of funding needs to come from secondary lenders, okay? Not a credit union, not a bank, these are secondary lenders. They don't have an actual bank account. They primarily base everything on your credit score and your proof of income, okay? From secondary lenders, we're gonna access at least 15 to 75,000 with credit stacking with at least 3 of them, okay? With this round of funding, we're gonna use this to build our relationship by accessing high secured products with different credit unions. Now keep in mind, we got a credit stack, okay? That means we got one bank that pulls from one bureau that offers multiple products with one inquiry. That means we can run 3 banks, 3 products per bank, that's 9 products. By building up your banking relationship with secured products, you're gonna run my 80-20. 80% of the loan paid off. Once you report, pay the rest of the 20% off. Blah, 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 okay? Once we credit stack with these different products, with these different banks, you'll be able to put up at least $150,000 to $200,000 in personal credit. Now, this is the round of funding that we use to leverage onto the business side. We're leveraging credit. Do not go spend the money on some stupid shit, okay? Once we got that together, we need to start building our business credit, which means we gotta get our pay debt score at least to a 80. You can do that by simply adding net 30s, net 60s, gas cards, and store cards, just to establish some type of credibility. Then use this round of funding from the personal side to leverage on the business side to access higher secured accounts. Now keep in mind, all business bank accounts do not allow you to get secured products, so you need to go to my community to get the list so you can do everything right. Bluevine allows you to do that. Anyway, so you build up the same relationship the same way we did on the personal side, but on the business level. So we got $150,000 in funding. 50,000 stays behind to pay the bills every single month. The 100,000 what we using to leverage, okay? So we can access $20,000 secure loan, $10,000 secure credit card on the business level, build a relationship, 3 different banks because we got a credit stack at the end of the day, again. First round of funding, okay? After you build the relationship, we can go ahead and access our first round of funding from these banks. Now, these business banks will give you a credit card and a loan, which is a line of credit, okay? With those 2 combined, per bank, with 3 different banks, you can easily put together a $250,000 to $500,000 in funding depending on what your personal credit look like, because we got a personal guarantee it, and what your business credit looking like, okay? Now we have a $250,000 to $500,000 in funding under one LLC. Yes, you may get excited by this. If you want to be a regular person, go ahead and be regular. But we talking about $1 million, so we need to copy and paste this a couple more times. But when you get funding in one state, you can't get funding from more banks in the same state under the same business because we already got the inquiries and we already got the loans open. So what you do, you file a foreign entity, okay? What is a foreign entity? It allows you to operate a business in a state that you do not reside, but the laws change, so you gotta have a house out there. What you could do is use some of this funding money to go get you a Section 8 property, $900 a month, now you got an address. Look, foreign entity, Delaware, Utah, Nebraska, Wyoming, okay? Cheapest places to start a business. Now, you copy and paste this 4 more times. The personal side is already done. We keep this open, keep this in the green, we got our $50,000 paying our bills every month. With this business structure right here, these 3 colors, rinse and repeat. Every 3 months, you can do the same play and access a new $250,000 to $500,000 under a new business, under a new LLC in another state. And at the end of the day, with 4 LLCs, that's $1 million fucking dollars.